Welcome, my dear ladies and gentlemen. There is no turning back now. I couldn't be happier and more excited than I am now that I have the opportunity to present to you the Dino Dream 1/15 scale Tyrannosaurus Rex from the Lost World Jurassic Park, based on the Stan Winston Studio pre-production maquette that was used during filming. The very first time I've seen this maquette, when I've seen a picture of Dennis Muren holding the maquette when they were shooting the San Diego T-Rex attack, which was shot in Burbank, as later I learned. And it had the absolutely gorgeous T-Rex bull paint job on it. Now, the reason why this is a bronze, Folks bronze statue, and it looks like it because Stan Winston Studio actually produced bronze versions of this very maquette. As far as I know, there are only 5 in existence in the world. One of them obviously belongs to Steven Spielberg and some other very important people who worked on the film. And Dino Dream, I don't know if they have this asset in their possessions, or they scanned one, or how did they do it, but they created a reproduction of that very maquette, and my God, I'm just so excited. This is what I've been dreaming about when I was a little kid. And I'm gonna include some images here of the art box, which was really beautiful. The item is very heavy, however it was beautifully packed. Shout out to Lonotime Shop, where I purchased mine, and they are always absolutely amazing. So thank you so very much, Lonotime Shop, for delivering this piece safely and quickly. And so as we move closer to this incredible piece, which I'm just so happy to finally have in my collection, you can see here this metal plaque that the first 100 orders received with their maquette statue. This is actually metal and quite hefty. It's a very heavy piece, and as you can see, it features the Velociraptor and the Tyrannosaurus Rex. Both of them are in the poses that have been released with these in these maquette forms. And as we move closer to the beautiful, very simple minimalistic base, which I completely adore, and that's all I need, you know, my statue, especially in pre-production maquettes, which, as you know, I'm a giant fan of. Just something beautiful, minimal, very stylish, classy. As you can see, we have the Jurassic Park 30th anniversary stamp in this like clay or soil impression. And while we're looking at this, I'm just gonna say, guys, that honestly, it's so incredibly hard for me to believe that we live in a world where you can actually purchase these pieces, and this is truly a dream coming true to me, to finally own these pieces. Now, I'm not certain. I know that Dino Dream has a couple of Stan Winston assets in their collection. I do not actually know if this is a real scan of the original bronze statues that were made for the Lost World Jurassic Park. By the way, those bronze pieces, this is a reproduction of. Only 5 of each exists in the world, both this and the Velociraptor. and one of them obviously is in the possession of Steven Spielberg. And I also have a friend in San Francisco who owns both of the original bronze statues from Stan Winston Studio, so he's a very lucky bugger, of course. So I actually can't, and I don't want to mislead anyone. I'm not entirely certain if these are real scans or they had a maquette that they scanned and then they positioned the creatures in the pose of the bronze statues. I have checked the images. Obviously I have many books on Jurassic Park and the Lost World, and I was checking reference photos and everything, and honestly I do not see a difference in pose or in attitude, anything, the details between this piece and the Stan Winston maquette. So it might as well be a scan of the maquette. I would love to tell you guys who was the sculptor on this. I think the original one was sculpted by Mike Tresick, who sculpted the Tyrannosaurus for Stan Winston Studio. Unfortunately, he recently passed away, which was really sad, and honestly I was a little bit heartbroken, because while I never met Mike, I only heard good things about him, and he was an incredibly talented sculptor and a magnificent artist. So while I really can't confirm who was the sculptor on this for Stan Winston Studio on this specific instance, on this specific maquette, you clearly can see the Stan Winston quality and the spirit of the studio in the magnificent details that the maquette itself represents. And here we see a comparison shot with the Evolutio, which is a subsidiary of Elite Creature Collectibles, 1/35 scale anatomy model of the T-Rex, just for you to see the size here. And also an opportunity to compare the two pieces. This little model from Evolutio, this is also really beautiful. This is actually a scan of the 1/5 scale giant studio maquette, so you can see the details are really nice, and if you turn it around on the other side, the underlying musculature is clearly visible. It's absolutely insane how much work and artistry went into making these films by Stan Winston Studio and also everyone involved. The Dino Dream maquette, by the way, if memory serves me right, I think around 27 inches long with the tail bending like that, if you could see, 11.5 inches tall and around 10 inches wide. And here you can see I'm using a torch to see the details in the mouth. They are beautifully worked out. The gums and the teeth and the tongue are separate pieces that have been glued in to the main base of the maquette, the head. Obviously it would have been hell to mold it like that with the teeth in and everything, so I think it's more practical reason than anything else. The paint job is very simple, obviously. Oops, flashy. It's supposed to obviously invoke the false bronze finish of the original piece by Stan Winston Studio. And they done a pretty good job at that, in my opinion. I was playing with the thought at one point that maybe I repaint the entire piece for the Bull T-Rex paint scheme, but I just love this piece so much the way it is that I'm just for now I will not touch it. I will just leave it like this. Is absolutely gorgeous, and it's just crazy that you can own this piece now. Only 300 pieces worldwide. Dino Dream released, so I think these are gonna be selling out very quickly. If you're a Jurassic Park fan, if you're a Stan Winston fan, I definitely think it's a must-have. An absolutely beautiful piece and a true centerpiece in anyone's collection. It's just really hard to believe that I own this piece now and I have it in the collection. I'm incredibly proud and very, very happy. Well, thanks so much, ladies and gentlemen, for being here with me again, and I guess I see you on the next one. Bye now.